Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Jesse Colson Outdoors. I'm Jesse Colson. This is day number 3 of our ice fishing camping adventure. It's kind of late in the day. It's pretty windy this morning, so didn't really do a whole lot. But got the ladies sat up. They got some poles out. I think Trenton's got a pole in. Papa's getting some in. I'm about to head out and get some in too. So getting ready to start doing a little bit of fishing. Well, we've got a couple poles sat up. I don't know if the fishing's gonna be any good or not, but those two girls are over here, and I've got a pole there and there, and Dad's got two over there. Trenton's hiding out in the hut still. Dad's got the generator running clear out there, all the way back over to his hut. Charge up his battery a little bit. He's just got a little solar panel on his, so he's running it, trying to charge it up a little, get his battery back up. And he's been messing with it. He's running at different levels every night, trying to figure out what's the best level to run his at. I've just been running ours with, it's about half, 2 orange lights. Keeps about 45-50 degrees in there, so probably kick it up tonight and do the same thing Dad's doing just to test it out and see. But definitely think the diesel heater's worth its weight. We've been no moisture in the mornings. You get a little tiny bit on the top just from the frost, but it's been really nice. So I think they'll definitely be a good thing to bring with us every time. Well, the video for today will probably be pretty short. Fishing's pretty much sucked all day. We haven't had any bites. Had one bite. Tasha had a bite, but Bailey said maybe she did too. But anyway, so fish was sucky today, but we did some messing around and experimenting with the diesel heaters and the generator and solar panels and that stuff, so getting some of that figured out. But anyhow, we're working on kind of putting a little bit of stuff away. I'm going home tomorrow, so yep, going home tomorrow. I don't know that I'll do a video for tomorrow. Might just end it tonight. Have 3 videos out of it, a couple short ones anyway. But one way or the other, had a good trip, had fun, got out on the ice finally. And we got out, got to play with the new hut, which is awesome. Got the new 4-wheeler out finally on some ice, which is 90% of why we bought it. Use it for ice fishing and running around and doing the stuff that we can't use a side-by-side for, and just for another little adventure. But we got Papa's battery charged on his heater. Mine's charging up a little bit. It was quite a bit charged just for the solar panel, I think, but it's working on getting charged now with the generator, so I'll have to top them off with fuel and be ready for the night. But just kind of picking up little bits, things that we're not going to need first thing in the morning, so that way we're a little bit more ready to go. Probably be out until noon or 1 o'clock, somewhere in there, before we get home, or before we head home. Well, we've come to the end of day number 3 of our little trip. Unfortunately, it's a big 0 on the fishing side of things. Never did catch anything. Tasha had 1 hit. I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah,
so, unfortunately, we didn't get any fish today, but apparently everybody we talked to was the exact same story. Nobody was catching anything today. I didn't talk to anybody that caught any, so I guess it wasn't just us. But kind of seems to be the story of our channel. Catch fish one time and then skunk the rest of it, so it is what it is. But like I said, and I think the first video is more so about just coming out and camping more than actually catching fish for me. I just want to get out and have some fun and spend some time with the kids before they start school again, so I got to do that. That made me happy. So if you guys stick around here in the near future, we're gonna build a floor for the other Vortex resort hut that we got. You've probably seen it in a couple of videos last year. I think I had it out once or twice last year. We got to build a floor for it. That way everybody can come down and camp. That's kind of the point of buying that one. That way we can kind of bring both huts, and me and some of the kids can stay in this one, and Maya and kids can stay in the other one, or however, or the kids can all stay in one, and Maya and I can stay in this one. So that was kind of the point of buying that one. I just haven't had time to get a floor built for it, but I'm gonna try to do that. And like I said, I want to try to build a bed for my my lodge X-over hut. I want to get a bed built for it, and then maybe come up with a little floor system or something to use in it. That way if I ever do any little solo trips or anything like that, bring it along and just use it instead of packing one of these big huts. It'd be perfect for one person to sleep in. So I've seen a couple of videos of some people doing, not particularly that hut, but some of the Eskimos and a couple of otters. I can't remember what variation of the otters, but some people building little beds and sleeping in them. So definitely want to try that. I think it'd be kind of fun just to use that little hut, and then you can move whenever you want to. Fold the bed up and fold everything in real quick and move down the lake a little ways if you're not catching. Whereas these ones, you know, you got to break everything down. It's a lot more of a process. But anyway, diesel heater definitely turned out to be a good thing. We haven't had any rain at all inside the hut any of the mornings, so that's a plus. Really happy with that fact. So, and really it's no different than bringing a buddy heater with you. You know, you got to bring a diesel can and a battery, but you figure the buddy heater and the propane tank and all that, it pretty much equals out to about the same. So this display just unclips from the front. Usually clips right here, but unclip it, set it up here so I can just reach up and adjust it at night if I need to. Got it sitting there in the battery box. Let me grab my phone, turn a flashlight on here so you can actually see. So the heater hose just comes out. I got the battery box right there up against it, and then it runs out, blows out underneath, blows over towards the girls. But then you got the battery, and just kind of all sits together. I don't have the battery attached, that way you can move the battery wherever you want, but did charge off the solar panel today. Got it up quite a ways, so I'm gonna have to get another controller for the solar panel and just set up a whole entire another set for it. Because this one, we charge this one off of the solar panel all the time. Right now it's showing 11.8, but I have the lights on, and I turn that light off. I have the light turned up, but here pretty soon we're gonna shut the light off and go to sleep. But pretty cool little battery box. I built those myself. I built me one, my dad one, and my brother one. I don't know that I've ever really talked about them, but maybe one of these days I'll show you kind of how I sat it up. The inside of it's got a little cable inside of it that I can run it out to the solar panel. And I've got plugs and everything off the controller that I use. Plug right into the solar panel. Works perfectly. And it'll charge that battery up from 11 volts. It'll charge it in one day. It's 4 9-amp-hour batteries in there. Little like little ride on cars for kids batteries or something like that. Pretty good batteries. I've been using them 3 years now, 4 years, and they still hold a charge just like they did brand new. So definitely awesome. We'll go over that one of these days. We'll do a little video on that. Got to rewire one of the lights. I had one of my switches go out one trip, I think last year. I had a switch fault out on us, so I just popped one of the light switches and put put it in for the power switch, and then took the power switch, just shoved it in the light switch's hole. So I still got to rewire that. I've got a bunch of switches at the house. I need to put it together. So maybe when I do that, I'll do a little review video on it. I'd like to say thanks to everybody for tagging along with us, and everybody who's subscribed to the channel still and keeps watching our videos. I really appreciate all you guys supporting the channel. Like I said, I'm really going to try really hard to get more stuff up than I have been. I've been pretty laxed on it, and I do feel bad that I haven't been putting stuff up, but the way summer went for us, it was really hard to get stuff going on here. So hopefully it's going to happen. But thank you for following us and subscribing and keeping watching the videos. It means a lot to us. So we're gonna get more stuff up, and then hopefully come summer we're gonna get some backpacking and stuff going, and it's gonna be a fun summer, hopefully. But anyway, good night, guys.
Good night, everyone. Bye.
Good night.